Hello YouTube, this is Dawn from DaretoBeCreative. How you guys doing today? I am here just to stop by and do a quick flip through of my 30-day challenge that I did with my 757 crew. We call ourselves the 757 Sophisticated Crafters, and we do all kinds of crafts: paper crafts, sewing, knitting, altering, vinyl, cakes. Like, everybody in our group does different types of crafts, and we do different stuff as challenges. We make projects, we do different things, and it's been such a blessing, especially with Zoom. So we hang out each week and we do that. So if you can't jump on, you can't jump on, but you're still obligated to do what we send you what you're supposed to work on, and boom, people rise to the occasion, and everybody attacks the idea from a different way, and it's just so inspirational and inspiring. Miss Little Scrappy Lisa, she's up there. TLC Crafts, Leah, Susie Q. I think she's up here, and then just some other ladies. And so they don't all have channels, but great creative women who do a lot of different things. So excited. So we had decided for the month of September that we were going to do a 30-day challenge to do ICADs. And for those who are not familiar with ICADs, ICAD, that stands for Index Card a Day. And the reason why they do it that way, or call it that, is because artists decided, pretty much like they had the ATCs. The ATCs were originally business cards for artists to trade and to scale down projects. Well, ICADs were a way, because everybody gets in that funk, you don't want to create, whether you're artist or crafter or whatever, and you just like, I don't know what to do, I'm stuck. So ICADs came about as a means to get you in your studio, get you in your craft room, get you creating something for at least 30 days. They have challenges in June, in July. Sometimes it's 2 months, 60-day challenge, some of them all year. They have different groups going all around the internet. You can find them on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, YT. So they have all these different challenges and about doing them. And a lot of them also have prompts to keep you encouraged to try different things. So we decided to do ours with prompts. We were going to do the 30 days, and we're going to do it with prompts. And so I had showed you my little collection, and I already had a collection of these, and they gave me a few more, and I added it to it. And as we did them, we poured them out, and I just put them in here, the ones that we used. So we had something that we all knew that we were all going to be working on, the same topic for that particular day. But typically when people do ICADs, like I said, they use an index card, a 3x5 or 4x6. I chose a 4x6. We allowed each other to do whichever way they want. And the goal was to get in and take an index card and just do something on it. You could journal, you could paint, you could do a technique, you can sew on it, you could do all kinds of stuff. And so that's hence the ICADs were born. You just need to do 30 days of consecutive art work in your craft room, and then that's supposed to bring your mojo back and get you motivated, and then giving the prompts will give you your creative juices flowing. So that was kind of the origins of ICAD. So we decided to do it, and somebody asked me, how did I store mine? I store mine in this binder, and it's a We Are Memory Keeper binder. I got this, I guess, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago from Tuesday morning, probably right after I started making ICADs. And this one happens to be a 4x6, and it has the little 2" by 4" inserts right here where you can label, which I have written on the back of these, and I need to go back and put my labels. So I am going to go back and do that. You can decorate those sections as well, but I'm just going to, these are some old ones I made from back in the day. But anyway, that's how I store them. Some of the other ladies in the group use that Dollar Tree bin to store theirs in. You could do them in the brag books that you see at the Dollar Tree, because they were 4x6s. You could do 3x5s, whatever. You can use a pack of index cards. You don't have to make them thicker than that. So it just depends on your technique. If you're just using paper on paper, you really don't have to worry about that. But if you want to do more mixed media or something like that, you might want to use multiple index cards glued together, or use 110 pound, and even sometimes doubling that. So that's up to you, whatever style you choose to use. So I'm going to go through each one of mine real quick, and I'll tell you the prompt. And I have a video for each one of these, because I posted them each individual day. I'll have the link below, and you can watch all of them or skip to whichever one you want to and see how they were made and what materials. And I will just go through them and show you. So this one, again, mine are 4x6, and I switch my orientation back and forth. But this is my 4x6, and the first one was the Gorgeous Girl stamp. So hence my Gorgeous Girl stamp, and I'll just show you what I did for each one of those. Day 2 was embossed item. So as you can see, my background And that was my embossed item. I really love that one. Number 3 was a stamp. And he was a rubbernecker stamp, and I fussy cut him out and colored him, and that was my stamp. Number 4 was a detailed border, and that was my stamped border around this collaged magazine picture. Number 5 was metallic thread, and I don't know if the lighting to pick it up, but I have gold and silver right there. You can see that metallic thread on my page. I love this one. I just love that one. It actually turned out so cute. Number 6 was patterns, and so in the background I have 4 strips of different pattern paper. I muted it, but it's still pattern paper, so they will look more cohesive. So that's where my patterns come in there. Number 7 is I am ... and so you had to do whatever you felt like you were. And so I used a napkin to do this one. And I say I'm God's favorite daughter. That's a joke between me and my friends, and a statement of fact. But anyway, so that's how I did that one. And then number 8 is pipe cleaner. And so I don't really work much with pipe cleaners, but I had to be creative there, so I think of something simplistic to do. And I was amazed at how the girls came out in the group and came up with something so unique with it. Number 9 was glasses. And again, so many things. And if you can see everybody in the group, some people did wine glasses, some people did champagne glasses, a lot of people did eyeglasses. So, and then one girl actually put broken glass on her glass, on hers with glasses. So very creative stuff that people use there. Number 9, that was glasses. Number 10 was a cartoon character. So I used a stamp character, and that was by La La Land. Number 11, the word was free, prompt. So hence my word free, and do whatever you want. And my butterflies was my symbolic thing of being, my symbolic meaning of being free. And number 12 was repeated shape. Mine was a half a circle being repeated. That was punched out. You didn't have to punch it out, but I did. Number 13 was washi tape. So I showed you a video of how I made these letters. They are all made out of washi tape. Several different washi tapes. And then number 14 was stick pin. So here's my stick pin inside of this ball of yarn. Oh my gosh. Again, that was very creative. One of the girls made a beehive and used her stick pin in the beehive. So I mean, just in a hat, all kinds of different ways. So that was very interesting too, how we all had to think outside the box and figure out what can we do with a stick pin. So number 15 was no images. We did allow words, but no images. So, and this was my the most mixed media one, I would say, of all of mine, stitching and all kinds of stuff. And again, you can see the video on how I made that. So the next one was number 16, which was laminate. I actually did 2, so I actually have 31 cards instead of 30, because I was playing on my lamination machine with my napkins, and I wanted to make sure they came out okay. I made 2 just to play around with it, and so I decided just to keep both. And so these are my 2 that I did with lamination. And I also used a napkin. You didn't have to use a napkin, you just had to use anything laminated. So it could be an individual piece or the whole project. I laminated the whole project. So those were my 2 for that one. The next one was llama, day 17. So you can see my llamas there. Day 18 was the color purple. And so went back to my boy, Purple Rain. So a little quote from his song, and of course the infamous Tim Holtz Man, Umbrella Man. Then number 19 was the word label. And label, of course, came in a lot of different ways. The way people interpret the word label. The way I interpret it was, am I called? What do I view myself? And I love this one. So I put different attributes that I consider myself: blessed, daughter, sister, mother, auntie, and grandmother, and my red stiletto in the background. I love that one. And then number 20 was stickles. So I collaged, used some magazines and put some stickles on top of it, which took forever to dry, but you can see that sheen from those stickles. Hadn't worked with stickles in literally, I don't know how many years. So it was kind of cool to pull that out. 21 was magazine pictures, and so all of these individual people came from a magazine page, and I fussy cut them out. Oops. And so you can see my magazine pictures. That was 21, and then 22 was transportation, and so these were some Tim Holtz die cuts and some sentiments. And then 23 was a background stamp, and so my background stamp was a crafty stamp by Hero Arts. And then 24 was a scripture. And that's my scripture. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. Proverbs 3:6. And then coronavirus. And I had a typo on this one. I had to redo this one because I didn't realize my spell check changed. It says, "For I am the Lord that healeth thee." Exodus 15:26. When I showed the original video, it says, "For I am the Lord that healed thee." Because of course my spell check changed it, and I didn't realize it. That's what the typo. So I took it off and put this back up there. And I'm glad some of y'all paid attention because y'all actually caught it and texted me or inboxed me and said, "Hey, you put heal thee instead of healeth thee." But I want to say this was an interesting one to do because one of the girls, she did like all the stuff that we've been doing since the virus started. Like she put up there zooming, crafting in her craft room, and toilet paper. It was so fun the way she had her take on it. The next one was gesso. So on this one, I decided to do a different technique. I did a gesso resist technique, and I used my Distress Oxide inks, and you can see where the white came out as a resist. You might can't see, but also in the yellow and the blue and the green is white in there, and that's from the gesso resist. Doing the gesso. Okay, and then so 27 was house. And this was a Spellbinder's, it was a Crafter's Companion die. Like 26 pieces to put that together. But I love how it turned out. And then this is one of my favorite ones, planner stamp. This was one of my Hobby Lobby girl stamps that I got. And these are some planner stickers, and this was just some paper and some stickers. And I love that turnout. It says, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. In the storm, I will praise him. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you." But I just love how she's looking at her house like, yeah, God got this. And then 29 was a journal card. So I just altered a journal card and put down some things because mine said remember, that I wanted to remember. And then last but not least was the word stencil. So I use a Dear Lizzie stencil, and I stencil those and model and paste. And it says, "A laugh is a smile that burst." So those are my 31 for my 30 days, excuse me, ICAD challenge. And check out again Lisa's Miss Little Scrappy, and see hers as well. And some of the ladies posted theirs on Instagram. Some of them, aren't on Instagram or on YouTube. But anyway, we had a ball. It was fun. It was definitely a challenge to keep up with them. But I really enjoyed it because it definitely added to my collection. So I'm glad I just did the ATC challenge and now the ICAD challenge, because now both of these I finally have a nice bigger stash. So anyway, so if you want some of those prompts, I have tons. But anyway, it was fun to do that, to use the prompts in the challenge, because I used something different every day. Every one of them have a different look, and that's what I was going for. I didn't want to have one cohesive look, but it was always a challenge with your time trying to get it done, but it was fun. So I will put them in my binder, and I just want to say thanks for liking, watching, and subscribing. And if you played along, I know I sent out the list to a couple people. Send me your pictures or send them to me in the email or Instagram and let me know so I can see them. I would love to see them. Anyway, thanks for watching the series. Thanks for liking, watching, and subscribing. And I dare you to be creative.